Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is Jaylee's Corner. Happy Tuesday for the second time today. Okay, I hope everyone enjoyed their day. Okay, it's been a long day, child. There were a few things that we can get into that we did not get into this morning. Okay, so thank y'all for tuning in, and do not forget to like this video, comment in the comment section, and also share the video and all that good stuff. Okay. Now look, when I say this is the last thumbnail, because I'm like, I don't want to have my general thumbnail. I want to put some pictures up because I was like, it's what I wanted. But it's fine. Okay, now we was live this morning and I got my thumbnail together. Okay. We had a full conversation this morning about Daniva going off on Tasha K and on Michelle Brown. Okay, so if you did not see that, go check it out. I did it separately so that way I did not have to spend, 2 hours tonight on that. Okay, so we did 2 hours earlier today. Go watch it. Okay, now also we had a little housewife talk that we did, I think it was yesterday. And of course, I was live, I think, on Saturday as well. So again, there's other content up. Go watch all the other videos because right now, it's basically some little housewife stuff, okay, and other little things. Okay, look, I'm here where I'm at. Okay, I put on my lipstick because I had to, child. I was like, my lipstick it was smudged. It was smudged. But again, happy Tuesday. I want to get to share my screen because I am tired, y'all. I was live for 2 hours early today. I went and worked all dang on day. I woke up really early. I woke up at like 6 a.m. for no reason at all. Besides, it was morning time, okay? And I'm happy I got a thumbnail together that look halfway decent, okay? It ain't too color coordinated, but it's still cute if you ask me, okay? And thank you to those watching live, also those who end up watching the replay, because it's nighttime and everybody can come through at nighttime, but I get out of work at nighttime. So that's why we are here, okay? But hello to the people who can like and comment and share and all that good stuff that I tell y'all to do every single day. Okay, why? Because I asked y'all to. Hey, Miss T, how you doing? How you doing? Okay. hit the like button, okay? I'm going to blame Mama. Dick child, who knows? You here, we happy you here, and your comment is now showing up. I don't know why it was deleted because all the comments did not begin deleted because I'm saying it's here and stuff. Thank you for liking my thumb. Look, child, I was like, look, I gotta give me a thumbnail together just with the people that I'm gonna talk about a little bit. And because I was finding the pictures real easily and they all look nice and clear and stuff, and that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the child, this morning's live was insane because Funky was going off. Because yeah. Okay, so we had a whole good time this morning. Okay, welcome back, Lady K Poetry. Welcome to the live and being back after a while. I appreciate it. And so, okay, so hey to everyone around here. Okay, now again, live watchers, thank you. Rewatchers, thank you. But we finna go ahead and get into what it is to get into. Okay. Now, when I tell you I was saving stuff here and there and everywhere because I did not know what I was gonna get into today or whatever. So let's see. Let me refresh my page. I feel like it's a couple of weird stories that I wanted to get into. Let me see if I saved them or if I skipped them or not. Okay. No. Well, I seen this one. You know, a high school basketball coach needed his throat chopped because it was the girls basketball team was standing around and minding their business, and this Caucasianite man yanked the girl hair. Now, first of all, what her daddy at? What her daddy at? Because if I'm the child, if I'm the parents, if I'm the auntie, if I'm the grandmama, if I'm a godmama, if I'm anybody that's close enough to that child's family and that child, I am running down the court and donkey kicking the Caucasian man in his chest. Because what on God's green earth would make you think walking up behind the kid and grabbing their hair and like yanking them? I'm like, sir, who you think you is? And shout out to the girl, her teammates. And what is you doing? Shut your old ass up. No, you wrong. Letting him know that he wrong as hell. You don't grab nobody like that. You don't do. And the girl was already crying. She was already having a moment or whatever. So why would you do that? So I don't know who this Caucasianite man is who think he know better than anyone else. He would have got donkey kicked in his chest down to the courthouse. Book me. Okay, and for what? Because I was defending my kid. I don't know what adults be thinking when they be grabbing on other people's kids. First of all, even if I'm a kid neighbor, okay, if that little girl lived next door to me and her daddy ain't there, I'm running down and I'm raining the holy hell on old white man. What is wrong with people? Now, the man named James Zulio, who was already been fired as a coach of the Northfield High School girls basketball team, was issued a harassment citation and will go on court. No, assault. Okay, he physically assaulted my child. Okay, it says he claimed the point guard Haley Monroe cursed at him after being asked to shake hands with the opposing team. You don't what you don't do is yank my hair. What you if you want to say, hey, don't cuss at me, little girl, cool. What you will never ever do is think it's wise for you to pull the girl's hair. Okay, and first of all, I would have cussed at your ass too. And I'm suing. I'm suing the school. I'm suing the old man mama, the old man's wife, the old man's boss. You can't. People look. A lot of folk don't play about their kids. Okay, a lot of folk don't play about the kids in their family. I am one of those people, and I can't imagine. I can't. It would have been a melee. Hey, it would have been some furniture. Move the bleachers, move the scoreboard. Okay, move the benches. Me and him finna fight. Square up, hoe, is what I would have said to the coach. Because what is wrong with you, sir? Anyway, he need to be fired, arrested, harassment, assault, battery, and I'm suing everyone because the girl is visibly upset before he even grabbed her. So first of all, she's already upset. She's crying already. Even if he would have tapped her, so hey, don't cuss at me. A shoulder tap is okay. I don't mind a little shoulder, little shoulder attention tap. Hey, don't cuss at me. I don't mind that, okay? But no, mm-mm. Mm-mm. Foot to ass immediately. I need folk to realize stop playing with other people's kids. Okay, it's not worth it. You're gonna get punched in your throat. This man is stupid. Philly rapper accused of essay is arrested after calling the police to question why they put his face on the news. Think because you did it.
Hello.
He sound like he sound guilty. His voice too deep. He did it.
Yes, I'm trying to figure out why do y'all got my face on the news?
I don't know. What's your name?
Y'all know my name, bro. Why y'all got my face on the news?
Because you did it.
Okay, so you just called. You haven't identified yourself. You're telling me your face is on the news.
Who else face on the news?
Kathy Orr.
All right, then you figure it the fuck out, bro. It's Haran De Jesus. Why my face on the news?
Haran De Jesus?
Why y'all got my face on the news for assault, bro? Like why y'all?
Haran De Jesus. Haran De Jesus? Not Haran De Jesus.
Doing all that though.
What's the news saying?
Y'all saying I assaulted somebody. Why would y'all do that?
Well, I mean, if it's not true, you can always come in and give a statement and we can work it out.
But to say I did that though, like that's crazy. Like that's crazy. That's not something to play with, bro. Like, you know.
What's your date of birth?
Why would y'all say I assaulted somebody, bro?
Anybody that's stupid enough to call the police and ask them, hey, why y'all put me on the news and say I did, sir, they couldn't find you allegedly. But first of all,
what's a good contact number for you?
You don't even give a fuck, right?
Well, I mean, you know, you talking to me the way you're talking to me about why the fuck and all this nonsense.
Because y'all just...
Not the cops saying I'm gonna beat you where you is, bitch. You coming cussing at me, Negro.
Putting my face on the news saying I assaulted somebody. Y'all just putting my face on the news. But you just putting my face on the news saying I assaulted somebody, not getting us nowhere either, though. You just putting my face on the news saying I assaulted somebody because y'all can't find me where you want to find me at. Ain't gonna figure nothing out either, is it, though, motherfucker?
Y'all see this why you can't be around this anybody because folks is crazy. You calling the police and you're upset because you're a suspect in an assault. You calling them ain't gonna make them say, oh, you know what, our bad. It wasn't really you. It was you.
Well, whatever you say, man.
Well, fuck you too then, nigga. Like, that's crazy.
It ain't that many men with those on the face tattoos. He look and he sound guilty. They say 2 days after he called the police, he was arrested. Okay, he was arrested. Authorities had labeled him armed and dangerous and believed he was driving a gray Toyota. You know how we know he did it? Because he called the police. If you see your face on the news and you know you did not do something, you not calling the police yourself. You calling an attorney to go with you to the police to say, hey, I didn't do this. It must be some kind of mix-up. You not calling custom child guilty. Give them life, okay? Get y'all cousins, because that's somebody's cousin. using somebody else's phone. And is it a minute phone? I think it's a minute phone. Who's looking at minute phone? Anyway, stupidness. Okay. Also weirdness. Okay. OnlyFans model charged with murder, kill. Because a man paid her $11,000 to be filmed and saran wrapped for sexual pleasure. Now I was on, I think on TikTok, I think it was, and it was a man on the ground covered in like black latex from head to toe. I said, nigga, how can you breathe? I don't subscribe to anything that stops me from breathing. I don't want to have to maybe not breathe. I don't want to have to try to breathe. I don't want to. No, I don't mind a little freaky dicky whatever. But anybody who wants to be wrapped in saran wrap and they can't breathe, they can't move, I don't see how that works for anyone. Okay. Now let's see. According to the arrest warrant, and back in April of 2023, Michael Dale, 56. Okay, he's 56. Paid the only thing about Michaela Brashi Rylardo. I don't know. She was 29 then. She's 31 now. Pay her more than $11,000 to come to his home and perform some bondage, some dominatrix stuff. Okay. So, sexual practices, bondage, discipline, dominance, and sadism, and submission. The two first began talking in March of 2023. Okay. Text, phone calls back and forth. She went to visit them on April 17th. Got there at 6 p.m. Okay. She said he seemed drunk, but we still engaged in several hours of fetish acts. Police say, he made several requests that were extreme and unusual. Okay. But she wrapped them up in saran wrap like a mummy, used Gorilla Glue. May he rest in peace. Used Gorilla Glue to glue a pair of women's boots to his feet. Why couldn't he just put the boots on? What was the point of the Gorilla Glue? Put the boots on, okay? Use Gorilla Glue to glue a pair of women's boots on his feet and pour adhesive onto his eyes to seal them shut, among other acts. First of all, there's a level of freakiness that even I don't think someone that's murder to kill. Okay, if you put super glue and bondage glue in someone, why are you sealing? Close your eyes. Put on a blindfold. Why do you need to put glue and adhesive to seal your eyes shut? So they did that. Okay. Now, the police said there was no evidence that he asked her to place a bag over his head and secure it, which is what caused him to suffocate and die. First of all, if he asked her to super glue his eyes shut, he absolutely asked her to put a bag over his head. Because who asked for super glue eyes and lips and stuff? He told that man to do that. Okay? And that woman, I'm sorry. Because why else? Now the police said there was no evidence. It's meaning there was no text communication before she got there saying, hey, put a bag on my head and tie it tight. His hand was tied up. He couldn't take that at that point. Okay. It says when the police came, she was there giving him CPR. If she killed him, why would she perform CPR? Also, ma'am, you should, because this man sounds Caucasian. Okay, this man sounds Caucasian. You should never go to anyone's house, especially a Caucasian person, and tag them up and put bags over their heads and women. None of that. Or you know what? Record it all so that way it's a recording showing everything he's saying do. I'm following his list and his handwriting that he wrote before I got here, period. But for me, I would not want to do anything that I feel, you can die, right? It's a bag. You want the bag on your head? You can, but you can die. So she's to blame too because she didn't pay attention. But the get you got to was she then denied ever putting anything over his head. I'm like, ma'am, if you didn't do it and he tied up, who put the bag on the man's head? How did the bag get there? Okay. She also said it was her first time she ever done any fetish like acts. So detectives found several questionable videos on the model's cell phone. She said she recorded their acts as content for OnlyFans. Which she offered for her husband and father for 3 children. She has 3 kids. She's a wife. Okay, it says police believe his head was sealed in a plastic bag for at least 8 minutes, and he died. And she's been charged with second-degree murder, and she pled not guilty. That's her husband. I don't know on what point is it that when you are married. Look. I don't slut shame because I'm like, do what you do or whatever. But I'm not risking my freedom and my coochie and my life to go to some strange man's house and tie him up with super glue and gorilla glue and women's shoes and bags and stuff. For 11 grand. That ain't even a lot of money. That's not even a lot of money for what you're going through now. And your husband ain't shit either. Because why wasn't he? I feel like if your wife, if your wife is because if the wife does OnlyFans and he helps with her page, the husband know what she be doing. And she be going around here spanking men or doing whatever with men for money. Why would you not go with her to be sure things are okay? Now she around here arrested, 3 kids, mama in jail. Okay, second-degree murder. And I believe there was also maybe a roommate there, and the roommate said, "Well, I never saw who put the bag. Somebody put the bag on the man's head, but her husband knew because he runs her OnlyFans." Her husband, Brandon, we don't like you. So I guess the moral is, if you want to be into that BDSM stuff, cool. You need to have rules, regulations, safe words. You should never put anything over a person's head that does not have holes in it for air. But that's her fault. I wouldn't do it. Let's get into the celebrity stuff, okay? Because then we ain't got much to get into, but things to get into. First of all, Cash Doll and that man, what's his man's name? Zadarius Smith, who was playing for the Lions. Was it the Lions? I think he got traded or dropped or whatever. But that's a man now. Child hand in hand and stuff, both in black. He's smiling, she's smiling. They drinking in the hallway of the hotel. Okay. I don't like them boots though. I don't. Now that's the baby daddy. And he was talking shit.
Y'all talking about who did what, nigga. We moving on. People move on in life. You doing how do we moved on. Like what y'all worry about that for? I'm sorry.
Anytime men come on the internet talking about we moved on, he lying. Period. And so after Cash thought baby daddy went online talking Cash and shit, she popped out. Like, we together. How you doing? He fucking me now. And what's going on? Okay. And I feel like, again, if you moved on, then certainly move on. Then let it be what it is. But don't come around acting like you a big dog, because you're not. Okay. Hey. Because if you big dog, you don't even come on and say shit. But Trey, is his name Tracy? Child Tracy is talking.
know what I'm saying?
Who music in the background? I don't know what it is.
Everybody move on, do their thing. Life goes on. Life goes on. Kids get grown. I moved on. What y'all talking about? Sometimes you fun with Keisha. I ain't gonna lie. Hey man, just like a nigga drop something, nigga pick something up.
What, nigga? Again, I don't like it when men go on social media and they get to talking. I feel like let it be what it is. Now, Cash Doll absolutely popping out because, you know what I'm saying, he on the thing saying dumb shit. Okay. And that's a nice looking man, you know, nice little chocolate skin and stuff. Okay, like a little Snickers, little Kit Kats. Okay, little beard, nice little bucket hat. Okay, little white beater. You know, but I just wish Cat baby, go sit down somewhere, sir, and let it be. They keep saying that he's like a little dog and this is the big dog. I don't know because I don't know the men's. But Cat Doll looks happy. Okay, she's smiling. Okay, someone is knocking it out the frame. Okay, and that's all that matters. Speaking of people being no, I am a little bit upset about how bad BMF people is going out. We already got Big Meech out here, child, doing whatever he knows to do. You got Little Meech around here. Now, we know the last season of BMF comes on. Is it in June? I don't know, come on eventually. But he he looked destitute. No music. He looked is he on drugs? I just feel like when people don't look like he looked like a dope dealer. And I mean a 1999 in a trap house dope dealer. Like I'm dressing nice to sit in the crack house. Okay. I don't know why Lil Meech looked like a 1999 dope dealer sitting in the crack house. You know, crack house fresh. He crack house fresh. You know, no haircut, no lineup, no nothing. Okay, no nothing. And the fact that the show is going to be over, this is the last season, they're out there fighting in Mexico or whatever. I don't think he realized your time is up. And to me, I also feel like BMF is played out now because Lil Meech around here looking destitute. His daddy, you know, is still on house arrest or whatever. I just wish they wouldn't have went out bad. You know, Big Meech could have came home. It could have been a celebration. And it's like nothing has really worked out. And then he was even like, his look, where's it at? He just looked like...
As a little boy, stay out of tall business. This ain't grown man business, it's tall business. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, what do you mean? Now, he beefing with Michael Rainey Jr., who plays on Power, well, on Ghost. You know, both on Stars. But I feel like, what you fussing for? What you fussing for?
Man, somebody advises a little boy, stay out of tall business. This ain't grown man business, it's tall business.
BMF won not bad. BMF was a legacy. BMF had like clout. Like folks like the BMF brand. Now I'm looking like, doesn't nobody want to be in there? No, thank you. I'm good, sir. Leave me. Not today. Not ever. I don't like you. Bow Wow said that a highly anticipated collab with Chris Brown is dropping on Friday. I haven't been waiting for nothing from Chris Brown or Bow Wow. So I don't know. Do Bow Wow know that it's 2025? A Chris Brown Bow Wow collab, maybe in 2003, 2002. I'll give him 2005. Maybe then it would have been, you know, like what? I'm not checking for new Bow Wow music. Not today. Not tomorrow. Okay. I don't know if Bow Wow knows what time it is. Now, I know Chris Brown has fans who love his stuff. Okay. Bow Wow has fans who love his old stuff. But I don't know anybody sitting around saying, you know what I've been waiting on? That Chris Brown and Bow Wow track. Bitch, what? No. But if you cared, he said it's on the way. I'm not waiting, so I'm going to move on. what's this man's name? Meg Thee Stallion and Carl Crawford. Carl Crawford played baseball. He had money. You know, he and Meg was in a whole court battle, 1501, bad contract. They was fucking with Meg or whatever. Carl did an interview. Okay, and Carl has admitted, I did not know what the fuck I was doing. I had no idea how to run the label. I had no idea of the business that goes into the music industry. Okay, all I knew was we had a number. Okay, Carl said at the time he signed Megan to 1501 back in 2018, you know, Meg signed with them under 360 deal. Child, the deal was, you know, they got 40% of her royalties, 70% of her merchandising, 70% of her performance revenue, over $1,000, and 100% of her performance revenue. I said, bitch, what? That's a slave contract. Yes, that's Evelyn baby daddy. And the crazy part is, before he got with Evelyn, he was like a known baseball player. Like when Evelyn got with him, it was like a big deal because he was like an actual like good player. Okay, but him discussing the deal they gave her back in 2018, he said, you know, back then we just came with a number, like us taking 40% of her net profit. That would just mean not knowing the business. And I'm like, sir, first of all, that's a slave contract. Period. Now, I'm mad Meg signed it, truthfully. But I think sometimes people think I can get the deal done, do a couple albums, and then get out of the deal and then move on. And that ain't what happened. Okay. That was back and forth in court. Now Meg did, again, she got out of the deal or whatever. He said he's now focusing on art development, offering more standard contracts, and ensure he's directly involved in label decisions. I don't let anyone control what I'm doing anymore. Meaning, I even have other people involved, and because it's in every business, people feel like I'm the boss, I'm the CEO, the president, I'm the boss. I'm going to hire people under me who know what to do. And I'm going to trust them to do what they need to do. And sometimes they'll fuck you over. You still need to know how shit works so that others can't fuck you over. Because they probably spent more money fighting her in court than they could have made if they would have just let her out of the contract and had shit be fair. So, I mean, it's cool that he's now admitting that he didn't know shit. You know what I'm saying? But he also owed Meg an apology because he was an asshole to that girl. And I don't like him. His face is ugly. Diddy around here getting off a little bit. So you know, Diddy got sued. This was a civil lawsuit. The Lil Rod dude who was in music, who had that stuff saying, "Oh yeah, he was saying about a shooting in the bathroom. I think this is the same guy that said Young Miami cousin tried to touch people or whatever." It was a whole bunch of stuff. But the judge said out of the 9 claims against Diddy, he took away 5 of them. So there's still 4 left. But I guess that's a win because it was 9, now it's 4. You know, Lil Rod has some crazy accusations in that thing or whatever. He might still get some money. You know, the case is still going on. They said the sexual assault claim was not dropped, and that's, to me, that's the major thing. If he right here, you know, poking people or whatever, jail. Okay, so Diddy is catching a couple of breaks in his in his lawsuits, but none of them are really going away. Even the one even the ones from Tony Busby could possibly be refiled with a new attorney, but we shall see. Child, when Diddy go to court in May, I gotta go to New York. I want to go and sit down and see. I want to see him and how he look. Nelly was talking to this white. Is this man white? He look white, but is he light skinned? I don't know. Nelly was having a conversation, okay, with this man, and Nelly said that he basically Nelly is out here embarrassing Ashanti. First, it was the whole Code 45 stuff. Okay, that was embarrassing. And Ashanti went and sat down somewhere else. Said, "Nigga, why would you go? Why would you do all that?" He came on this podcast. He was saying basically, "I married her because I did not want her to be a baby mama." And I'm like, "Why would you say that?"
Goes to you guys figuring out how to hide the wedding. How hard was that for that not to get out until after it happened?
Well, once we found out that she was pregnant, it was just like, yeah, I didn't want this to be not a, I don't want to say like
a child out of wedlock.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Well,
you guys were probably already planning, you know.
Well, we hadn't talked about it
right.
yet.
Okay.
Shut up, Nelly. Shut up. When he said you probably was like to say, well, no, it wasn't gonna, like, to me, this is saying I didn't really want to marry her. I was with her. I love her. I didn't really want to get married, but she pregnant, and so I said, fuck it.
We hadn't talked about any of that yet. I hadn't, but I was like, yo, you know what? Let's just knock this out because we're going to be doing so much and everything's moving so fast. And I didn't want to, I didn't want her to be, a baby mama.
Now, Nelly, of course, has older kids. He did not marry because he had an older son and daughter that's like his son and daughter. He then adopted his sister's 2 kids after his sister passed away. He did not marry the mama of the oldest kids, But I feel like Ashanti was on this press tour. We got engaged. We were at home. He proposed. I was in pajamas. So she made it seem like it was just a great thing. And I feel like he kind of sullied her story by saying, well, nah, we found out she was pregnant. And then I said, well, fuck it, let's get married. I don't. To me, that's like, no, just say I love her. Like, I do love her. And because I love her and I wanted her to be my wife, I said, ain't no point in waiting. But to solidify and to clarify, well, no, we hadn't talked about marriage. No, but we found out she was pregnant. You know what I'm saying? So I said, why not? When he said, why not just knock it out? That's not how you do marriage. Again, to me, it did not have to be this long, drawn out. I was thinking about it. I made a ring and da da da. Even if he said, once we found out she was pregnant, I still wanted to marry her. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like there's a way to not say, well, I didn't want to make her a baby mom. And I feel like that kind of will make people look at it as if he didn't really want to marry her. But this is the thing. That's fine if that's how he feels. But like you say, there are many things that is not meant for the world to see, to hear. You know what I'm saying? And I wish he would have just, again, kept that in the group chat. And just say, you know what? Once I found out she was pregnant, I knew I wanted to marry her. And so I said, I'm going to marry her. Like, I feel like, Nelly, there are ways to stop putting your foot in your mouth that Ashanti, and she may be cool. She may know that's how he felt. She may fully know we hadn't talked about marriage at all, but I'm pregnant, and so fuck it. Let's tie the knot. But I feel like you don't tell the world that. You don't tell that's like if she said, well, I didn't want to fuck him, but I was here, and he was here, and we naked, so I fucked him. You know what I'm saying? It's like you don't have to say that. I mean, yes. It's just like I don't like it. Yeah, how he worded it seems fucked up. I get him saying we was back together, fucking raw, doing it and doing it well. I get all that. And then she found out she's pregnant, And once we found out she was pregnant, you know what I'm saying, we just knew, hey, we should get married. But don't be like, yeah, because she got pregnant, we hadn't talked about the marriage, but I said, fuck it, let's get it done. No.
I respect that.
Like, because we already knew where we were in life, and if we're back like this must be what this supposed to be.
I love it.
If we back together, we just supposed to get married. It's like, but do you want to marry her? I don't want anyone to say, you know what? Fuck it. I ain't doing shit else. No. Fuck it. We together. You know what? No. I just wish, because she talks about him in such a way that, like, we made to be together. You know what I'm saying? We came back together and it all clicked and la 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 la. And so Nelly, to me, Nelly is not a good interviewer. Like, he say shit and it never sounds good. It never does. When it comes to him, Ashanti, even him in Code 45 and that, performance or whatever, he has a way of saying things and explaining things that make things look worse. It makes, and I'm not saying he don't love her. I'm not saying that he don't want to be with her, but I'm saying is how he said it should not have been said in public. You eat coochie in private, you suck dick in private. You do not say this. This is a private moment. Okay, that's like eating coochie. You don't do it in front of people. Because I'm still mad at Nelly. Nelly actively still gets on my fucking nerves. Trey, no sound. Trey Songz is now. First of all, how was Trey Songz still on tour? When he arrested, didn't he have cases? I feel like Trey Songz is like a mini R. Kelly. I do a lot. But Trey Songz is still on tour. I think it's the Millennium Tour. And while performing, a dude ran up on stage and Trey posted up to fight. First of all, I don't know why folk do that. I don't know why people do that. Okay, I don't understand why anyone thinks it's a good idea when you're at a concert. Okay, you're at a concert and then you think, you know what? I know I'm not a part of the band, but I'm gonna run up on stage and I'm gonna, beat up on him. It's like, no, because I'm not. Is you finna stab me? Is you trying to kiss me? Is you trying to? I don't know. You could have hepatitis C, B, D, E, F, and G. I don't want you near me, sir. Now, I also feel like I don't know how security didn't see him running up. I feel like a part of security's job should be there's no one that should be on stage at any point. As soon as someone sees someone running up, snatches. Okay, snatches. Now again, they came quick and tackle them. Tackle. Okay, tackle. But again, I was like, he should have never been able to make it that close to Trey. But this may be a cheap tour. They may not be able to afford security. Okay, now Trey didn't swing as he should have. Because I feel like had Trey swung and hit dude, it would have been fine. And if dude tried to sue, you can't sue because you should have never ran up on me. I don't know you, sir. Okay, anyway. People are crazy. And that's how folks get punched in the face. Tiger Woods has a new white woman. He will never learn. He will never, girl. What not, child? Tiger was married to that first white woman that he was cheating on all the other white women. Okay, and in all the other white women came and snitched on cheating Tiger. Okay, his career was almost ruined. Child, then his legs got broke from that car accident. He had that girl who was living with him, who he politely put her out. Child had to even take her to like the airport or whatever. So you can't come back here. So he ain't gonna listen. But child, Tiger Woods is dating Vanessa Trump. Tiger Woods is dating the ex-wife of Donald Trump Jr. She has 5 kids. She has 5 Trump children. Tiger Woods said, "Love is in the air, and life is better with you by my side. We look forward to our journey through life together. At this time, we will appreciate your privacy for all those close to our hearts." Man, look, you can't come out here with a missing hairline with this white woman and then say we need privacy. Don't post about it. Don't Trace. Have we not Trey Songz? Have we ever seen Tiger with a black woman? Cause ain't the daddy black? Cause the daddy was black and the mama was like Asian or whatever. I don't even care. But he like, I have nothing against white people. I don't. I promise y'all I have nothing against white people. But when I see black men, who we've never seen with with a black woman, it's weird to me. Now you have to have dated at least one black woman in your life. But when we've only seen you with snow bunnies, I'm like, no, not at all. Okay, I know it's white, but I just feel like. But Tiger said we want some privacy. He made a public post asking for privacy between him and his Trump wife, girlfriend. Okay, girlfriend. Let's hope he don't cheat on her. Anyway, that's if y'all cared. What else I was gonna get into? I did all that stuff before. Did y'all see that Blueface was? Now, first of all, prison is supposed to be prison, right? I don't know how Blueface is in prison with sunglasses on, his little hat, a chain, and doing an interview. Now, some podcast people went to the prison to talk to the prisoners, and Blueface could not wait to be on camera.
Blueface, top of the yard gang, and all that.
Yard gang? Yard gang in the prison? Okay.
Shout out to y'all coming out hooping with us, man. Showing love to the yard, man. We out here. We outside. We at Lancaster State Prison. Level 3 to be exact. Not a 50-50 yard.
Is it music playing? Is it a party? I remember back in my day, we had scared straight programs where you had the Maury Povich with the drill sergeant people. Maury had drill sergeants. I feel like the Ricky Lake or Jenny Jones, Montel, I don't know. But him up at the prison in the nice fresh sweatshirt with the matching hat, okay, with the sunglasses and a chain, a child music playing, yard gang. What does that even mean? It's prison.
None of that. It's full GP, 100%. It's a lot of misery out here, so when y'all come out, y'all give us something to, feel free a little bit. I don't feel like I'm in the pen right now.
I don't want anyone making prison look fun. I don't. Stab somebody, okay? Put somebody in a hole. I don't want anyone making prison seem like it's just a little party. This is a building with some bars. We got music. We got sunglasses. I got jewelry. It's a party.
Well, I'm at the park or something.
So how you been coping? How you been holding up?
Hey man, I'm in here. I'm short time and just passing through. So
first of all, why his face? Why he let them folk? Tattoo his face? That's stupid.
I'm here for the experience, man. I ain't up, I ain't down. I'm just in the middle, trying to get through.
Have you learned anything since you've been here? Anything you could take home or?
Hell yeah, I learned a lot. I learned, patience, virtue, paying attention, let things play out before you throw yourself in the middle of it. So patience is the key, though.
Because it's prison. Got
a lot of patience in here, man.
What's the first thing you're going to do when you touch down?
Oh, man, first thing I'm going to do when I touch down, man, I'm going to see my family, see my kids, get back to the work, get back to the music. try to come back here, man. Hopefully I come back here with y'all one of these times, man, and
Absolutely.
let them know you can go from here to there, you know?
Now I'm gonna say this. I do think it's a good idea if they have people who was maybe in jail, they got out of jail, to let folk know, hey, if you just do the right things and stop being an asshole and doing dumb shit, you can, live a prosperous, clean, prison-free, legal life. But I'm like, this to me don't seem like it is cautious enough. It looks I want to go. Not for life. Give me a day. Not a day. Can I get give me 45 minutes? 45, that's it. So but it is a good thing to go and talk to the people in prison, let them know, hey, you can get out. But I'm like, sir, child, when he get out, I want him to get out and get away from me. Okay. Get away from me with this Apollo, because he's somebody got them nerves. But y'all take 30 seconds and like the video because I asked y'all to. And we're back. Let's get into the thumbnail, people, and then we're gonna all go to bed. Because I need a nap. First of all, happy birthday to Sha'Carri Richardson, our Olympic love of our lives. She turned 25 on the 25th in 2025. That's her golden year. A golden year. I feel like she had went through so much before and stuff, and folks counted her out and stuff, and she came back kicking. Okay, so happy birthday, Miss Ma'am. Love the dress and the shoes. Okay, and again, turned 25 on the 25th in 2025 is a great thing. Okay, so congrats and happy birthday to her. GloRilla was on tour. Well, she is on tour, and she was down there in St. Louis. Child, it was multiple fights. She kept having to stop her show.
I love y'all. I didn't want to do this, but we gotta make sure safety first. I love y'all, St. Louis.
They were fighting so much, she had to stop her show a few times, and then finally, she had to just leave because they would not stop fighting in the audience. And I feel like, who pays for a concert, then be in there fighting? What you fighting for? What you're fighting that's so crazy. I have not one fight, maybe, and not even a fight, a little tussle. So they said St. Louis was acting a plum D fool. Okay, there were multiple videos showing multiple fights throughout the night, and then finally she said, "You know what? We can't keep going because again, if the fights keep breaking out, what if I start shooting? Anything could happen. It's dangerous." So she kept stopping, like, hey, y'all stop fighting, and they'll stop, and then another fight would happen. So she's like, what, since y'all can't stop fighting, I gotta go. Okay, I got my money. It's y'all fault. Okay, y'all won't stop fighting. We can't do no refunds. Your fault. Okay, so I need everyone to know you should never go to a concert and start fighting. That's just stupid.
Come on, man. Y'all ain't that mad. Ain't nobody doing nothing that bad for y'all to be out there for me. Y'all supposed to be having a good time. Being glorious at the glorious for.
Let the motherfucking glorious to.
Stop the music again. Let me start the shit back again. Calm the fuck down. Shit. What's the problem?
Even to have to keep stopping and restarting, foolish. Okay, I would have been. You would have had 2 fights, and I'm out, bitch. I gotta go. T.I. and Tiny. Now they have been going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Back in 2021. Remember that girl Sabrina who said that T.I. and Tiny was around here, abusing women, and T.I. suck his child. So remember, a part of the lawsuit or a part of the accusations was that T.I. had stuck his toe in a girl's cooch. And I said at that point, I said, now why wouldn't anyone do that? Ain't nobody putting... Child, I was on TikTok. I was on Twitter. And y'all know on Twitter, it was a video of, it was a threesome. And this girl was laying there or whatever, and another girl had her foot, her whole toes on her foot. And I said, why is your foot in that girl's cooch? And I swear to God, I said, that's what they accused T.I. of doing. I said, so people really do that? First of all, why would you want anyone's foot in your... And now, man, look, it was, but I swear, I was like, that is so weird. Anyway, so I guess people do that, okay? But that's what they accuse T.I. of. Anyway, that lawsuit has went nowhere. Now, back in 2023, T.I. and Tiny won a judgment against old girl, and she had to pay them $96,000. And she ain't paid them nothing, not a dime, okay? So they went back to court because, again, even though T.I. and Tiny just won $71 million from the toy company or whatever, they said, fuck that. We want our $96,000. And she said, I ain't got no money. I ain't got it, okay? The $96,000, that's how much I make a year before taxes. Okay, I can't afford to give them a lump sum. I can give them $1,000 a month. I can get a little payment plan. Okay, $1,000 a month. What is that? 12 years? 96,000. So it's 8 years. So it's 12,000. Wait, girl, I'm trying to do the math. Because she paid them $12,000 a year. I think it's 8 years. Yeah. So she wanted to be on an 8-year payment plan. I can pay them $1,000 a month. Okay. But that should be with interest. So again, she is now going to be on a $1,000 per month payment plan to T.I. and Tiny. The judge then said, girl, look, I'm not going to hold you in contempt for not paying that judgment. We're going to allow you to pay a monthly fee. However, we're also going to dismiss your case, okay? Because the case, you started the case back in 2021. It is 2025. You have not proved your case. So guess what? Case dismissed. For her to try to sue them, they then sued her. They then won the money. And then a judge dropped her case. Girl, what's it worth? Be careful who you sue, because it costed her $96,000 to do nothing. And she had her own lawyer fees. You sue rich ass people. And nobody who she said she had accounts of saying that T.I. did some stuff. No one ever came behind her and backed her up. So it feels like, girl, you were advocating for strangers, and those strangers cost you $96,000. Girl, everybody paying stars. I ain't paying nobody. It's a lot. So wait, where's the king in them? Also, boom. Oh, congrats to Loren from the Breakfast Club. Child, after the whole debacle with her and Jess and all of that stuff, she will have her own podcast on the iHeartMedia and Charlie and God's podcast network, the Black Effects podcast. She has her own show coming up called The Ladies with Loren. Girl, I said, Jess, that's so messy. The fact that I feel like, one, I still feel like her and Jess in the show can keep it moving. I fully do. But to see that Loren got her own podcast with iHeart, because it's iHeart and Charlamagne. But to announce within the same week, the same 7-8 days, then I'm beefing with this bitch. Y'all giving her own show, and she's still on Breakfast Club with me, girl. Just gonna cut y'all out one day. I don't know, but congrats to Loren. Again, Loren is an actual journalist. Okay, she deep dives. She does interviewing things. She figure things out. You know what I'm saying? So she earned it. You know, I think she was at TMZ for like maybe 8 years or whatever. But yeah, it's coming up, I think next month, at the end of this month. It's gonna launch on March 31st. Now, I don't know how many folk gonna listen. Okay, but Loren has a following. Okay, and so yeah, congrats to her. Maybe Jess will get a podcast too. I don't know, but I will be like, if she get one, I want one too. I would love to go to New York because the Othello play has has premieres on Broadway, and everybody, their mama was there. Okay, everyone came out. Everyone popped out for a good old time. I've only heard great things about the play. Even how they kind of made it a little bit more modern, and it's like not in like olden times or whatever. It's a bit more current and stuff. Okay, which probably makes it easier. Okay, Spike Lee and his wife, Tanya Lee, J-Lo. That's a great dress, and J-Lo's child. So J-Lo and Mark Anthony's daughter, Emmy, is non-binary. So that's their child, Emmy, right there beside her. Come on now, Erica Bassett. You know her red. Come on now, girl. Hey, Rosie Perez. Jamie Lee Curtis. Okay. Child, y'all know I'm still mad at Blair Underwood. Blair Underwood was he was in a Madeira movie, and he got beat up with that frying pan. But there was another movie with him and Sean Connery that I'm still mad at him for from a long time ago. But again, Blair Underwood was around there. Samuel L. Jackson looking good with a little bald head. Hey, Samuel L. Coleman Domingo. Look at this suit, y'all. Y'all know Coleman child can wear a suit. Candy and Ty. I'm gonna show y'all Candy and Ty's outfit in full. I love Candy's dress. Look at DeVal and Kadeem. I did not know that DeVal and Kadeem, DeVal is on Sisters, Kadeem is his wife, and they're both, great. I did not know there was also producers on the play. They look great. Nia Long, we don't get to Nia Long. Cameron Hall, I like her dress. It's cute. Sherri Shepherd, we're into that too. Is Gail still going to space? Yeah. Gail, girl, stay on the ground. Danielle Brooks. What was that? R.M. DeBose. Nicole Ari Parker. Biden. Hey, child, has Biden been hiding? Where he been this whole time? Child, your predecessor is fucking things up. Denzel, Jake Gyllenhaal, and then, President Biden. I've only heard great things about the Othello play. I need to go to New York. Candy's outfit, child. I loved Candy's dress. I did. I loved her dress. I loved her hair. It was very, 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 very cute. Okay. Candy said, bitch, stop playing with me. Okay, I'm round here. Okay, I am round here waiting for y'all to play catch up. So Candy looked great, 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 great. And so did Ty. Child, they said Nene wanna say she open to come back to Housewives. And the Facetune app said, I guess I'm going to. Bitch, I hollered. Because y'all know Nene stay in the Facetune look. Okay, we never, if you see Nene on social media, you will never see her real face. Okay, ever. But for Facetune to say, if Nene going, we going to. Child, Nene, get your real face out here. Get your real face on the thing. Okay, because we ain't got time for the bullshit. Candy also addressed, and we know, I think a couple weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, I think it was, there was a lawsuit from the landlord of the Blaze restaurant that Candy and Todd has, the Blaze restaurant in Atlanta. And so Candy got a whiff of them saying that she owed them some money. And Candy said, hold up now, this is what happened.
It was just a disagreement between us and the landlord. But to let you know, they had to drop my name off. So I felt like they just put my name on there anyway, just so they could get publicity for the lawsuit. But yes, they officially dropped my name from it as of yesterday, I believe. So yeah, I guess that would be news. And the rest is being worked out because it really was a disagreement about some repairs that they made and then who would be responsible for it. So we were just going back and forth about that, basically. And
so she's saying, girl, wasn't no pass through rent. It was supposed to be who paying for the repairs. Because in the lawsuit, it did say, oh, it was thousands of dollars in repairs. So that's a part of it. And sometimes landlord or sometimes people will include celebrity names in lawsuits to get more attention to the lawsuit. But she said, bitch, leave me out of it. I'm not in it. My name was off of it. And I think the thing is, even if it's her company, it ain't Candy paying their bill. It's the people she has in place to do shit, okay? And we're debating who owes what. Bitch, it'll get paid once we come to the conclusion. Okay? Once there's a conclusion to it, not just gonna be on just the mess is gonna be on Club Shay tomorrow. I'm going to watch that. Him just let me know that but I didn't have it saved nowhere. Where you found it at? You can't hear me. I talk as if he could. Basketball Wives, if y'all care, is coming back. I haven't watched the show. Whew. I probably haven't watched the show in real time. Child, probably since Tammy was on it. But it's back for a season 12. Okay, it premieres on May 5th. They show now. First of all, it's like a Bridgerton theme. It looks stupid, in my opinion. Let's see, it's Shawnee, Evelyn, Jackie Christie, Jennifer Williams, Brandon McSill, and Brittany Renner. Then says the new girls will be WNBA player Ty Young, Jackie's daughter Chantel, Ming Lee, and then Lonzo Ball's ex-girlfriend Denise Rian. Up close, they all look old. And I don't mean that in any way like, oh, old is bad. I just mean like they don't even look this old in person. So I don't know whose idea. Even like Jackie don't even look that old. The fact that Jackie's husband is a whole basketball coach. She is a basketball wife. She was on social media posting front row at the game the other day. She's the only person there that's an actual basketball wife. Child, I don't care about Jen. Brandy. Why does Brandy look like a drag queen with a bad wig? Girl. Now Ty was the one fucking Mimi from Love and Hip Hop. And was rumored to fucking Drew or mess around with Drew from Atlanta Housewives. Does Ty only date straight women who like coochie? No. Ty to me seems as if she's a stud lesbian who maybe a touch me not or whatever, and she get with women who not really gay, but they'll let a gay girl eat their coochie. Ty is a straight woman coochie eater, and that's weird to me. Anyway, that Jackie daughter in the ugly ass dress, that's the Ming Lee girl. Is that her face? That's what she. Anyway, and then some. Is she white? No, look, no tea, no shade. I swear, she looked like the adult baby of Ross and Rachel from Friends because her face looks like Ross and Rachel. Is that Emma? Child. Ross and Rachel's daughter is on Basketball Wives. I don't know why. I don't know why at all. But that's Ross and Rachel, baby. Okay. And that's Rachel knows that's Rachel's before nose job. Okay. Anyway, if y'all care, again, it comes on May 5th on VH1. If nothing else is on TV, I may do random rants about the bullshit, but not no real review. Because it's not worth it. But those are the folks who are back. The Housewives of Beverly Hills have their looks for the reunion. Quick little recap of it. I don't like Kyle's dress. All the nude parts. It looked like an eraser, just erased part of her body. Like someone just took an eraser and just put. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I love Garcelle's dress. I love Garcelle. Look. Garcelle knew this would be her last reunion. Garcelle said, bitch, I'm coming to slay. You hear me? Because we've seen prior seasons of Garcelle on the damn couch. And it was not the best. Garcelle looked amazing. Garcelle looks like Garcelle. Okay? She looked like, bitch, I'm Garcelle, and you can kiss my grits. Okay? I love her outfit. Sutton dress looks ill-fitted. And her hair should be pulled up. Bows, I don't mind it. I don't think I like bows. And I may be a hater. I don't think I like bows as much as I thought I would. And I don't dislike bows, but I don't know. Like, I like her dress. I do. I don't like the dirty brown tulle, but I like the dress within itself. Dorit toe, no. I like her dress. It's real simple. Where did this go? Did she get a breast reduction? Did she have big titties before? Child, she ain't got no titties no more. Her face is, girl, Erica looked like she got less money, and she do. Kathy looked like a crazy old white rich lady, okay, who walk around with like crock pots in her dining room table with carrots in it. Jennifer Tilly. Anyway, I'm like, girl, got my face. Where's my Garcelle thing at? Because Garcelle quit. Wait, where's my Garcelle? I didn't save it. Hold on, y'all. Let me find it right now. Garcelle quit the Housewives. She announced it today. Let's listen. First of all, look at this shit. Look at this. She is best dressed. Okay, best dressed, best hair, best accessories. Okay, the gloves, the wig, it all just worked. And she knew, I'm not coming back. So kiss my pearls, okay? But Garcelle, now she's leaving. Let's listen.
Hey guys, so I have some news. I've decided to leave Beverly Hills. It's been a wild ride. I mean, some amazing things have happened and some hard things have also happened, but it's been a ride nevertheless. One of the reasons why I'm leaving is my family, my boys. Their last year of high school is next year, and I want to be a part of that. And Jade is starting a new career, and I want to be a part of that too. And secondly, I have the most exciting projects that I am developing, producing, and acting in. I can't tell you anything right now, but you'll know soon. I just want to say thank you to Andy Cohen, to Bravo, NBC Universal, Evolution, 32 Flavors, the producers, the crew, and of course, the ladies. Andy Cohen says I can come back anytime. The door will always be open. So you never know. I might pop back in sometime. To the fans, I want to say thank you so much. You guys have cheered me on, supported me, and sometimes even fought for me or on my behalf. It means a lot. And I hope you guys will continue on this journey with me. It's not goodbye. It's see you later. So see you later.
Because I ain't going nowhere. Okay, I ain't going nowhere. I'm still around here. I'm going to be acting, producing, directing. Garcelle was smart. You know, Garcelle did 4 seasons. This would have been our 5th season. If she came back. We, the Black delegation, we know Fancy. We know her. Okay, we know Garcelle, period. Even her from Come to America. She was just the flower bearer. Girl, we still knew about Garcelle. And so Garcelle came on Housewives of Beverly Hills, was able to introduce herself to a new audience, get herself back in front of the camera, not get down dirty in the mud. She was able to buy and renovate a whole beach house. You know, her son, one twin, is now modeling. You know, her oldest son and her, they have a better relationship or whatever. She came, did 4 full seasons, and I'm gone. I'm going to leave. Now, they said at this reunion, she walked off set because she thought there was some assholes. Garcelle let them hoes play all 4 seasons because I'm not gonna get down and dirty with y'all. I'm here for a reason. That's it. I got some money in my pocket. I have more connections in my pocket. Bravo would like me to come back if I need to, and I'm gone. And she left on her own accord. I saw folks say, "Oh, Garcelle left before they can fire her." They weren't gonna fire Garcelle at all. They would not fire Garcelle. It's weird when folks say she didn't have shit else going on. I'm like, what did anybody else have going on? She showed her son, her kids, her working. And again, she's like, I have other things to do besides be here with y'all. So congrats to Garcelle for saying, kiss my grits, I'm done. I gotta go right now. But again, we love her. And whatever, I'm pretty sure whatever else she has coming up, we'll watch it. Because we love Garcelle. Let me see what else we got going on. What's on my thumbnail? I be forgetting y'all. Let me see. We did Ashanti. Oh, let me do Kenya and them. So Kenya and them. Porsha around here being shady, child, for no real reason.
Name one castmate you have receipts on. Ooh! Who wrote these? It's you with your cherry cheeks. Name one castmate you have receipts on that you've never revealed on camera and tell us what they are. Well, if I tell you, it wouldn't be receipts, right? And if they were receipts, they have to be shown at reunion, which they will be. So stay tuned. Okay.
I don't believe Porsha has any receipts on any. Porsha is playing this game and she irks my fucking nerves. Okay. Also, she posted a picture of her and why can't I click on it? I don't know. Her and Britt Edie. I don't like Britt Edie. I feel like Britt Edie is. I feel like Britt came on this season of Housewives of Atlanta was with a hard one for Kenya, and Kenya was dumb enough to allow Britt to push her to do something that was unfortunately, got her, put off the show. I feel like Porsha trying to befriend the newbie, and now they're now clink clink, Bessie, friend. It's fraudulent to me. I feel like I don't believe in fast friendships. I don't. I feel like you have to get to know people first. And no one knows Brittany, but the same way no one knows Porsha. But to me, Porsha, because her and Shamia, is beefed out right now. And it just it's unfortunate. Okay. We seen Kenya after, that's after Porsha posted herself up with clean friend Brittany. Kenya did put traitor. Now, it could have been her saying she's going to be on Traitors. It could be anything, we don't know. I feel the point was, bitch, you rounded with my ops. And watching the show this season, it do seem like Britt Edie was looking to beef with Kenya, and Kenya just fell for the bait and made a mistake. But I'm like, I would never do that. But I think Porsha think the new girls is who will be coming on the next seasons. So I have to be friends with someone from the new clique. Okay, because she beefing with Shamia. She not cool with Drew, Then Porsha posted the, this post from the neighborhood talk where they're saying the 7-day viewership from the premiere episode of Housewives of Atlanta, across all platforms, they had a 2.5 million viewers. And then she tagged, Peacock, Phaedra, Cynthia, Kelly, Shamia, Britt, Angela. I'm assuming she could not tag Drew because Drew must have her blocked because she put Mrs. Drew Sadora and then honorable mention Dennis. So either Drew has her blocked or she has Drew blocked. Either way it goes, she did not tag Drew, but she tagged everyone else, even Shamia. That I do hope. See, I really do. That would be great, actually. Truthfully. But Porsha's messy. Now, I feel I'll say this for anyone who's not watching the season. This season of Housewives, it is good. It's new, it's fresh. Even though I don't like Britt, I do like Kelly. I do like Angela Oakley. Shamia's entertaining. I like Drew. But Porsha and Britt gets on my fucking nerves. But yeah, messy. Also, traders, they're saying allegedly, rumor is that Nene, Eva, and Mary Cosby, is it Cosby or Crosby? I think Cosby from Housewives of Salt Lake City. They're rumored to be on the next season of Traders. But like Tanya said, well, Miss T, we wish for Kenya. Kenya would be great on Traders. Kenya should be on Traders. I still want a celebrity edition of Survivor. I would love a celebrity edition of Survivor where they're on the island maybe a week. Maybe it ain't the full 30 days. I would love that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think child. Kenya would be great on Traders. This is just a rumor of an alleged lineup. It has not been announced yet. But I would love to see either of them on there. But I still do not want Nene back on Housewives at all. It's a no for me. Teresa owed $3 million taxes. Now, I don't know how she keep owing money. This is the thing. You do have to make a lot of money to owe that amount of money. This is the get you gotcha. Okay. When you are making an overabundance of money, in the entertainment business. If you're like a self-employed person, you're getting paid up front, ain't no taxes coming out, you cannot spend that money as if it's income. You got to put some to the side for taxes. Okay. And Teresa and her husband, Louis, on over 3 million taxes is insane. Okay. Louis and Teresa owe major tax debt, according to the people. They owe $889,000. Wait a minute. Teresa owed $300,000. Her husband owed 2.6. Child, bitch, you married debt. I am a firm believer in know your partner's debt. Because once you get married, their debt is your debt. And if she only owed $300,000, but he owed 2.6 mil, bitch, you put me $3 million debt. Divorce. They said in 2024, December, he was hit with 160,000, a lot of money. Anyway, I would stupid, dumb. I could not marry anybody who has more debt than me, or who I don't see as active. You know, who has student loans. You may have a mortgage. You know what I'm saying? I get that kind of stuff. But what $2.6 million of debt, of tax debt, girl, and some of it's old, I would be like post-nup, pre-nup, divorce-nup. I gotta go. Because it will always be a no for me. I think all that's left is it Sherri and them? I think I got Sherri and them left. We did Candy, we did Porsha, we did Kenya and them. Okay, lastly, because I told y'all we didn't have them. Oh, I showed y'all. This Todd suit. I like Todd's suit, y'all. Look at Todd's suit. That's Candy and Todd at the premiere of Othello, the Broadway play with Denzel Washington and Jake Gyllenhaal. I like Todd's suit. It's nice. Okay. Todd said, "Bitch, I got money." Anyway, I think that was all I was gonna do. Let me just be sure. I got that. Boom, pow, pow. Oh, congrats to Towanda Braxton. She got married a couple days ago over the weekend. She married her longtime boyfriend, Sean. Her and Sean have been together, child, for years. They were together back when Tracy was alive, for one, and when the original Braxton family baby was on for two. But they got married over the weekend. They say Tamar wasn't there. They had been together for over 9 years. Had a good old intimate ceremony. It says sources say it was in Georgia, but that Trina and Tony were bridesmaids. Okay, but that Tamar was not there for some reason. Okay, however, congrats to Towanda and Sean on their nuptials and them being a whole married couple. Okay, now the beef of Sherri and Nia Long. I have never heard negative thing about Nia Long or Sherri Shepherd. The most I've heard about Nia Long was she can be direct. You know what I'm saying? She's not mean or nothing, but some folks say like she'll get you together if need be. So when Sherri was on her show a day or two ago, and Sherri gave like a little blind item. She talked about an experience she had at the Othello premiere. She brought up how I was on the red carpet. There was, everyone was there. And she made sure to say an unnamed celebrity, meaning she was not going to name the person. She said an unnamed celebrity came and like grabbed my arm, kind of spent me around to her and then said, you were, dissing me. You were talking shit about whatever she said. You were gossiping or being mean or saying mean thing. And she was like, what? I ain't saying nothing about that. I didn't do that. What do you mean? Now, I watch Sherri's show. I like Sherri Shepherd's show. I do. Sherri is not a shady person. Even when she was talking not Cashier, but even when she was saying that she didn't think Meg Thee Stallion should have went to the Vanity Fair party or titty out, she still said it in a, I think she didn't say it not even in the mean way. It was her opinion. So I don't recall Sherri ever being like mean, spirited, rude, or like blasting folks or talking shit about people on her show. So Sherri said, I haven't talked bad about you. I don't know what you're talking about. Yes, you did. You did a block. So she walked away. Sherri said I was pissed. Sherri, I was upset. Because I know I have not talked bad about her. And not only that, how she kind of approached me, like kind of grabbed my arm and kind of, you know what I'm saying? She says we went in and watched the play. And during an admission, Sherri said I went to the bathroom and waited at the door because she felt like, the intermission is when you get up, go get a little snack, a little water, go pee. She said I was waiting by the ladies' room and I was waiting for her to walk up. Now, she never said Nia's name. It wasn't until the following day that the news cycle was saying it was rumored to be Nia. Nia did post on social media about last night, kind of confirming that, yeah, I did check that bitch. Now, Sherri also said, hey, unnamed celebrity, by all means, come on the couch and let's discuss it. If you think I was talking about you, let's have a conversation, okay? I've heard in the industry she do that kind of stuff. Not in a mean girl way, but what Sherri said is what I've heard about Nia over the years. And Sherri did not even say that Nia was like mean or rude to her. Just it was an uncalled for, surprising checkration. And she checked me in front of all these people or whatever. And what some folk also said was, Nia and also Sherri Shepherd are such professionals that no one knew what happened. It wasn't this big blow up. Nia knew to kind of quietly, privately go up to Sherri Shepherd, grab her arm. Hey, you were talking about me. What? No, was it? Yes, you did. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then that was what it was. Me, I hope that Nia does go on Sherri's show, have a conversation. Because who told you that? And I do hope they have a conversation about it because I think it's uncalled for. One, don't grab me. One, don't grab me. And two, if you feel like I've done something, unless you saw me do it, if someone told you I said something or whatever, don't approach me in public about that. You know what I'm saying? Like you can contact me. You know what I'm saying? And so I want to know who told you that. Who told you? Because I'm like, girl, I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, don't put your hands on me. Don't do that at all. But if you feel like I said something about you, at least when you come confront me, tell me what happened. Because you saying to me, what did I say? And y'all, and even for me, on here, I don't remember none of the shit I say. Because it's off the dome. So when I sometimes look back at y'all comments and y'all say, I don't remember stuff. So it's also possible that Sherri said something in conversation that she don't remember, and you could have took it as shade, and she just don't remember. So if I did something, said something, referenced something, let me know what it was, So then I know to say, well, I didn't do that, or I didn't mean, you know what I'm saying? Because Sherri also said, when that person had a public situation going on, I was on their side in the public situation. I did not, go, on the other way of things or whatever. So, it's a way to approach people, and you do not have to do it in a public way like that. So we shall never know. Okay, unless Nia Long come up and say, it was me, bitch. Anyway, that's all I have for y'all today. Okay, again, I was live for 2 hours this morning. So again, you can go watch the live recap of our conversation about Funky, Michelle Brown, and also Tasha K. That was a fun morning and stuff like that. Today is Tuesday, so I may be live tomorrow. Y'all know it's also my Housewives of Atlanta review is up, and I was also live on Saturday. So you can watch any of those things, okay? But I am tired. I like my Mickey shirt. Okay. I'm gonna go chill out. I'm gonna go watch. I think what came on FBI tonight. I think so. I hope y'all enjoyed. I am in a rebuilding my channel phase. So bear with me as I'm trying to do other things, and you know what I'm saying? Stay out the bullshit or whatever and get back in YouTube's good algorithm. Okay. But again, I hope y'all enjoyed this. Make sure to like the video, share the video. Okay. Subscribe to my YouTube is unsubscribed people. So make sure that YouTube did not unsubscribe you. Okay. And tomorrow, 9 p.m., come back around here. It'll be a new thumbnail and everything. And we will get into whatever it is to get into. I love you all. Be safe. Okay. Drink some water. And don't put your foot in no one's cooch. I gotta go. Bye.